let's get to the Bulgarian emails. So, for those of you who don't know, Anna and JR do this segment on Lilana and Snoop Dogg. It's a video that they did together in Bulgaria, apparently. Anna and JR are a little rough to Lilana, and you know, the Bulgarians are very angry in general. They feel like you guys have insulted all of Bulgaria.
Right.
But I rewatched the clip, and you guys didn't really say anything bad about Bulgarians.
We said bad things about Lilana, and we made fun of her accent, and that's it.
That's it. So I don't know why they got so bent out of shape, but as I told you before, they got translated into Bulgarian by a website in Bulgaria, so that everybody that has sent us hundreds of emails now demanding that these two be fired. Okay. So let me read the emails, and then we'll consider that out. Okay. So, hi, I am from Bulgaria. I want to tell you all the stuff that you've said for Lilana and Bulgaria are very, very offensive. If you have any morality left, you must apologize to Lilana and all the Bulgarians. Do you apologize to Lilana and all the Bulgarians?
No.
Okay, we move forward. Next one, by Julikin Todorov. Fuck you, baby. Lilana can't song, but you, baby, you don't do anything. Fuck my English. I told you they were going to be good. Fuck my English might be like the best self-effacing comment ever. Okay.
That was the best.
Okay. But he concedes Lilana can't song. All right. Now, Daniela Hadjisavzevachev. She starts nice and subtle. Fucking bitch! Do you know where is Bulgaria? You stupid Americans don't have the right to talk about nothing about this girl Lilana. You, the presenter, you are so damn ugly and fucking stupid that who watch your show and this black brother over there, these Negro will never have a girl like Lilana.
Except there are black people in the video, and that's the only thing that makes the video somewhat good.
JR, do you have anything to address this irony of you, a Negro like you, never being able to get Lilana, when it appears Snoop Dogg seems to have gotten her? So
apparently Snoop is not, I'm not a Negro like Snoop. That's what it seems to be.
Ah, I see. Okay. I didn't realize there was two different kinds. No, what's funny is a theme, and I'm telling you, I'm just picking out random ones, right? And there's so many of these. But one of the themes is, you know, it's such an honor for Lilana and Bulgaria to do this video with Snoop Dogg, and how dare you guys demean that honor,
right? Especially
the black brother, okay? And believe me, that's the kindest thing said, right? And using the N-word, et cetera, et cetera. Well, if it's such an honor to work with Snoop Dogg, how come JR is the N-word? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. All right. Then we go to a more generic one. Trendafil Trefonov. He says, fuck you all. Americans sucks. But I bet Lilana are the best. Fuck you, fuck you. You don't know nothing about us. Americans shits. He seems to be fairly upset. All right, I'm going to go to a slightly longer one. God, I love these. Dear Turks, I am writing in response to your show, in part of which is there is an idiotic discussion between the fat cow, Anna Kasparian, and the black guy behind the camera. So my question to you, dear cut penises, is how is it possible to be so rude and absurd in your statements about the song? How funny the accent of Lilana was, who she was, and etc. She went all the way to America, settled down, made a tryout with this song, and you, despite every reasonable logic start, with no background to spit on her, work. I have a question for you. Do you really think you are so great as Anna Kasparian appears to be? Because your little show with crew from Anadola is nothing that special at all. You are just a bunch of idiots trying to make out for a living, which I can tell you honestly is a failure. Where do I start? Okay, and that email's not even over there. You know what he's saying? From Anadola?
Oh, yeah.
From Anatolia in Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, even though neither one of you are Turks, but the show's called The Young Turks, right? But my favorite in this email is, Dear Cut Penises. Does that mean you guys are circumcised? Does it? And is that a bad thing? Dear Cut Penises. That's a new one on me. And I like how she came and made a tryout with this song, and you guys spit on her, right? All right, now he finishes up the email by saying, You are just Turkey people with no brain at all. And worst of all, you are proving a stupid nation because after we, the Bulgarians, freed ourselves from your fierce, brutal slavery, we haven't come across not a single gesture of good intention from you. So I believe you will make your conclusions and will fire Anna Kasparian. Sincerely yours, Lilana's fan. At least he's sincerely ours.
And only fire me, right?
Right, yeah. No, leave the black brother alone, you know. But you Turkeys need to fire Anna from Anadola.
Right.
And her cut penis.
Do you have more?
Yes.
Tell me you have more. Okay, go.
Okay. Hello. This is from Stanislav Ivanov. Hello, you have one very stupid fat woman on your TV show. She only know about blowjobs, understand nothing from music. Nothing. Okay.
Well, the music part I can understand. Yeah, he's kind of right about that.
Okay, we continue. This is from Nivana Vrachanska. I agree that Lilana is no good, basically. Doesn't mean that all Bulgarians are like her, and Bulgaria does not have talent. And then she yells a little bit more, and then she says, thanks a lot for your time. P.S. You should think of an apology to Bulgarians.
I like that girl.
Okay.
Good for her.
Not bad, not bad. I like that one. Okay. Here's this one just, I like the beginning of it. It says, greetings, American radio, or whatever you are.
Right, or whatever we are.
Greetings, American radio, or whatever you are. Okay. Here's from Rangel Koldanov. Spelled Wrangle, so I thought for a second maybe that's Charlie Wrangle from Bulgaria. He says, we extremely confused, and we insist on fire of the presenter woman. Serious offense to our country. Okay, I don't know, I gave him a Charlie Wrangle / almost Russian accent. But he's apparently extremely confused and insists on the fire of the presenter woman. And he says this is a serious offense to our country. He yells a little bit more, then says, yours faithfully, Rangel Koldanov, Chief Executive of Rocco Corporation Europe.
Oh, wow.
He's a CEO. And he is faithfully ours. So I like that. And then we go back to the insults. Dear fuckers, what the fuck? Your show fucking sucks, bitches. Suck my Bulgarian cock. Okay, and we're almost done here. Yeah, okay, this is the last one. You know, yelling back and forth, you guys are the worst, fire the presenter woman, etc., right? And the email finishes up by the way, fuck yourselves. P.S. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Who knew the Bulgarians were like the funniest people on earth?
No, you know what? I like Bulgarians. I like them a lot.
Oh, yeah, all of a sudden.
No, I do.
All of a sudden. Look at this one.
You guys are the best.
See, you put a little pressure on, all of a sudden she buckles. All of a sudden she loves the Bulgarians. Backpedal, 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 backpedal.
No. In all honesty, this is hilarious. I didn't expect this. This is probably the most unexpected thing ever.
Okay. Finally, I have reached a conclusion. You Bulgarians have convinced me that this presenter woman and the black turkey with the cut penises on their American radio or whatever, they've caused you serious offenses. And but at the last second, I decided to keep them. But we took it very seriously, and we appreciate your involvement in the show. And if you want to email us, of course, you could do so at theyoungturks.com. And you know, all kidding aside, look, accents are funny, whether they're Indian, Bulgarian, Turkish, or Armenian, or whatever, right? Come on. We don't give a shit whether you're Bulgarian or Scandinavian or Finnish or Japanese or anything. We're the Young Turks. We don't care about that at all. And I know that this is coming from Turkey, and I'm the one who comes from Turkey and not them. If you touch national pride...
Oh, my God.
Oh, that is grave offense. Okay. I know how the Turks would handle it. Okay, right? So, calm down. We don't hate the Bulgarians. We don't think you're all bad singers. Lilana had a bit of an accent in the video. Accept it. Move on with your life. She's a pretty hot chick. We're down. And you know what? Funny enough, after all this madness, now I'm looking forward to her second video.